ඒ ෆයිල් ඇට්‍රිබියුට් එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ ෆයිල් එක තියෙන විස්තර තොරතුරුනේ. So file attributes are the things about the file, the date, the time of the file we created, and date of the file, and where it is located, and how many bytes are available, with space or without space, and the name of the file and the file's extensions. So all these about files attribute. So that what we were discussing last time, right? So now after that, before that, I want to just ask you in briefly in this what is that lesson, and then let me know what we have done studied. What is the lesson number and what we have studied? Yeah.
So I didn't understand your question.
Now I'm just asking what is the lesson that we studied, and I need a small description about whole lesson.
The lesson is number 2, configuring and formatting a computer. There we learn to change the time on the computer and change like the symbols for the money that we use in different countries.
Yes.
Explain to us.
Currency symbols, right? Currency symbols, and changing the date and time, and setting the what do you call the location of the timing. I mean the time zone. No. So all this we discussed about that. Then after that we studied what is file, and then the type of the file, and also about the attributes of the file, right? So those are things we studied last time. So now today we are going to understand about troubleshooting, right? So what do you mean by troubleshooting? Troubleshooting is the way that we are going to solve the problem. So trouble means a problem, right? So we are going to solve the problem. So that is what we call troubleshooting, right? Ramadutta මොකද්ද මම දැන් කිව්වේ එතකොට?
troubleshooting කරුවොත් සමහර මේ ප්‍රශ්න හොයාගන්න බෑ. සමහර වෙලාවට troubleshooting කරපුවම ඒකේ කියන්නේ ඒකේ තියෙන මොනවාද ඉෂුව එක පෙන්නන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ ඉෂුව එක මොකක්ද කියලා ඒගොල්ලන්ට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ.
ඒගොල්ලෝ දන්නේ නැහැ. ඒගොල්ලෝ දන්නේ නැතිඳයි. So troubleshooting is whatever if there is any mistakes, or if there is any errors, right? If there is any problem, so that we are going to solve it. That is called troubleshooting, right? So what are the main types of main troubleshooting methods? So there are two types of troubleshooting. What are the two types of troubleshooting? And first one is hardware troubleshooting. That means if something happened to the computer hardware, then it's not working. So we have to check it up, right? So it is concerned that we have to understand about the hardware, right? Hardware troubleshooting. And the next troubleshooting, what we can take it, the software troubleshooting. So that means even though your hardware is okay, performs, but if the program is not working, if the program is not compatible with the hardware, so then we can't work on it. Therefore, we have to consider about two troubleshooting methods, or two troubleshootings. Okay. So then after that, when you are considering about the software, again we can find out, again we can understand about two types. So software in the sense, first one is operating system, maybe the other one is application, right? So if some application is there, if that application is not working or it's not problem, then it is applications troubleshooting. I have to go through and look at that application troubleshooting. But if something happened with the operating system, right, so that comes under that operating system troubleshooting. So we have to clarify what is the troubleshooting means. I mean, if you have a problem, first of all you have to understand which category that problem belongs to. For example, I'm just printing, right? I just give the printing command, but it's not printing. Then what could be the problem? Is it a hardware problem or a software problem? So according to that, we are going to shoot the hardware problem or hardware problem, otherwise software problem. So we'll have to look at that one too, right? So that is to is operating system or else application software. Okay, shall we write down a small heading, the lesson like this? This is the just brief summary of what we are going to learn today. Right, it's a very summary of what we are going to learn today.
Done, sir.
Alright. So let's move to the next one. Alright. Now we are going to study about the hardware parts, right? So we are now going to understand about hardware. So what do you mean by hardware? Uh, things that we can touch. Touchable things in the computer is known as hardware. Right? Whatever the we can touch in the computer, so that is known as hardware. Right? So what are those hardware? First thing is we can understand about the ports. There are many ports, so those are known as hardware. Okay, ports are there. Now here when you take it the place where you can connect the keyboard and mouse. So what do you mean by that? What is the name of that? Huh? What is the name of that? The where we can connect the keyboard and mouse?
PS2 port.
Very good, PS2 port. Right, PS2 port. So in the same manner, you may have many ports in a computer, right? So the other one is VGA port, right, and HDMI port. There are many ports are available, no? Right? You can see, you can watch in your computer book also, right? I've put a paragraph by using by using by using by using many ports in the computer. By using many ports in the computer, we can connect with the computer. We can connect in the computer, right?
Sir, may I get the bag?
Samitu I give later. Samitu I give
1 second, sir.
Okay.
By using many parts in the computer,
Okay.
we can connect with the computer.
Yes, we can connect with the computer. Right? Now what we have to do is we have to draw the icon of the ports and name them. For example, in your book, in book number 14, right? Book number 14, you have that port and the where the port is available. What is the name of the port is available, right? So you have to do that number 1. So you just put number 1 and then draw the port and you have to name the port. And then you have to understand when this is USB, the connectors are being connected, right? So if it is USB, otherwise PS2 ports are there, right? Then VGA ports are there. There are many ports are available in the computer which we can connect to our computer with the other devices, right? Okay, so can you draw this one number 1 to, I think it's there in your book, huh? Number 9 up to number note 9. Yes, number 9. You can just go ahead with number 9 like that.
Sir, the difference between VGA and DVI is that the codes in VGA are circle and DVI is a square shaped one, right?
Yeah, that is one reason. There is another reason also. Okay, can you just draw the icons and then name it? We will discuss what we can do with those icons.
Sir, page number key.
15, Pahalwe. Pahalwe, 15, right?
Sir, ये पिट देखिए मैं तीन वाले इधर.
Oh, පිටු දෙකම තියෙනවා.
Sir, ये वागू अंदर अंदर नहीं तो उन्होंने कहा मैं.
වගුවාම අත්‍යවශ්‍ය නැහැ. නමුත් බලන්න නමයි සහ එකකින් කරන දේ ඉදද. චමිති උරුනාම කියන්න.
Done, sir.
චමිති ඉවරනාම ඇන්ඩ්‍රස් කරන්න.
හරි සර්.
සඳුරු ඉවරද? චමිතු ඉවරද? චමිතු හරිද? චමිතු හරිද?
හරි සර්.
right. සඳුරු ඉවරද? සඳුරු ඉවරද? සඳුරුනේ පමුදිත. සඳුරුනේ පමුදිත. සඳුරු ආවේ අවුට් වෙලා ගියාවේ නෑ නේ.
ඔව් සර් ආව ඩිස්කනෙක්ට් වෙනවා.
ඒක තමයි. හරි. එතකොට දැන් බලමු අපි ඊළඟට සඳුරුගේ නම්බර එක ඉන්වැලිඩ් කියලා වටනවානේ. සඳුරුගේ නම්බර එක ඉන්වැලිඩ් කියලා වටනවා. right. අපි WhatsApp එකෙන් අරන් බලමු. එතකොට පුතේ මෙතනදී අපි මේ
අපි මෙතන මේ පෝට්ස් වලින් කරන්න ඕන. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් PS2 පෝට් එක කීබෝඩ් මවුස් එහෙම ලියන්න ඕනද?
ඔව් ඒක ලියන්නේ අපි ලිව්වේ නැද්ද ඒක කීපෝඩ් ඒ කියන්නේ PS2 පෝට් එක ඇඳලා ඒ ඉස්සරහින් ලිව්වේ නැද්ද මොකද්ද කරන්න කියලා ඒකට?
නෑ සර් මං ඇඳ විතරයි උකේ.
නෑ පුතා ලියන්න ඕනේ. කවුද පමුදිත ලියන්න ඕනේ. PS2 පෝට් කියලා ඇඳලා ඉස්සරහින් ලියන්න ඕනේ මොකටද ඒක කරන්න පාවිච්චි කරන්න කියලා.
මම ලිව්වා සර්.
right. එහෙනම් චමිතු ටක් ගාලා ඉවර කරන්න බන්නේ. හරි. කො
ඔය එක කියලා දාලා තියෙන ෆස්ට් රූල් එක දෙක කියලා දාලා තියෙන සෙකන්ඩ් රූල්.
Sir, can you hear me?
මොකද්ද පුතා?
Sir, මම connection problem එකක් කියලා log out
පුතේ
වුණා.
ඔයාගේ නම්බර එක මේ ඉන්වැලිඩ් කියලා වැටෙනවානේ. වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ නේ. කෝල් කරලා ආන්සර් කරන්න බෑනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයා හදලා තියෙන WhatsApp වල විතරද?
දන්නේ sir.
මම දැන් ගත්තා දෙපාරක් ගන්න බැරුව ගියා මට. ඉන්වැලිඩ් නම්බර් කියලා වැටෙනවා. හදන්න. පෙන්සල් හදන්න. එතන total deduction. හරි අපි බලමු පුතේ එහෙනම්. දැන් PS2 port කියලා කියන්නේ හරිද? PS2 port දැන් කවුද සඳරු මම කිව්වේ ඔය ports ටික ඇඳලා නම් කරගන්න කියලා. ඔයා එනකන් ඒගොල්ලෝ ඒ දේවල්මයි කරේ. right? ඒතර පස්සේ ඔක ඇඳලා නම් කරගන්න PS2 port කියන්නේ මොනවද කියලා. කියන්නේ මේ ports වර්ග ටික right? ඔය ports ටික ඇඳලා අර ඉස්සරහින් අපි ලියනවා මොනවද කරන්න කියලා ports වලින්. හරිද? දැන් අපි මෙහෙම දෙයක් කරන්න යන්නේ. දැන් මේ දැන් ports වර්ග ගොඩක් තියෙනවානේ. දැන් මේ ports වර්ග වලින් so when you look at the port you should understand what is that port, the name of the port, right? So if you know the name of the port then you can understand what we can do with these ports, right? So that is what we call ports, right? There are many ports are there. So what do you mean by ports? Pamadita, what is port? Port එකක් කියන්නේ මොකද්ද?
ෆෝන් එක හව ලැප්ටොප් එක සාදරේ පින් එක ගන්න තමයි.
එහෙම කියලා බෑ. අපි ඊට වඩා ටිකක් ඇඩ්වාන්ස් එකක නැත්නම් ටෙක්නොලොජිකලි කියන්න ඕනේ. කොහොමද සඳරු කියන්නේ පෝට් එකක් කියන්නේ මොකද්ද කියලා අහුවොත්? Yes, Chamitu?
It's like a plug that we use to connect different devices for it to work better.
Okay, so if you can explain like this, port is a place where we can connect all the devices into the computer system. It's a place where we can connect all the devices into the computer system. So there are many different ports are available, right? Not only one port, there are many ports are available. I will show you a motherboard. My board again. Right now this is a motherboard. So I'm just showing you the motherboard, which is a normal computer motherboard, but here you get the basic motherboard, right? Basic thing, right? Now in this you have ports here, right? This is the ports. Now you get many ports are here. So this is the PS2 port, right? Here we get there are many ports are available. So according to the device, these ports are using to connect this computer system. So we should understand when you look at that the certain port, we should understand this port is for what purpose, and this is a port we can use by using this port we can use this purpose, something like that we have to know it. Right? අපි දැනගන්න තියෙන්නේ මේ port එක දැක්කාම මේ port එකේ මොන වගේද කරන්නේ මේකේ නම මොකක්ද දැනගන්න තියෙන්නේ. So first of all we have to understand the shape of the port and the name of the port and what we can do with that port, right? So this is what we have to understand first of all when we are talking about the hardware troubleshooting.
සර්
Without knowing the hardware we cannot do the troubleshooting.
සර් හැමනම් එක්කෙනෙක් දැක්කම ගොඩක්ද
Okay.
හැමනම් ගොඩක්
නෑ නෑ have ගොඩකට has එක.
ඒත් අයි කියලා දැම්මොත් එන්නේ
Have.
හැමනේ
හරිද පුතා? So මේ තියෙන්නේ මම කොහොමද මම පැහැදිලි කරන්න මෙන්න මේ තියෙන්නේ PS2 port. Now when you are talking about PS2 port, how many PS2 ports are there? How many PS2 ports are there?
Two types.
Two types or two ports, right? Now this is PS2 port. So in this PS2 port there are two. This is normally using for what? These two are normally using
For keyboard and mouse.
for keyboard and mouse. And rather than that, there are many other devices also that we can connect to the port. But anyway, we use those things mostly. And here, since we have two ports, that means we can use keyboard and mouse two device. But there are certain color is there. Can you see those colors? So these colors are standard. When you look at the top color, what is the name? What is the color of the top here?
Green.
Right. So that color is using for mouse, right? But normally when you are selecting a port here, either printed or else the printed paper pasted here, whatever the sign is available normally, right? But some other devices there is no sign, but by looking at the device or by looking at the color of them, we should understand this is connected to this port or something like. මෙන්න මේ සමහර වල මෙතන යට ගහලා තියෙනවා. සමහර වල ගහලා නැහැ. හැබැයි ඒකට colors තියෙනවා. When I'm just looking at these ports, so for this PS2 port there are not mentioned anything. But if you just look at your computer, sometimes it is mentioned in down for keyboard or mouse. Sometimes the keyboard symbol or mouse symbol is being printed there, right? Here in printed. But some computers they don't print everything like this. But they have the standard color. So that means for the top PS2 port you cannot use the keyboard. But you can plug it, but it's not working. But same size of the same shape of the port. You can plug the keyboard into the mouse into the keyboard, but it's not working, right? In order to work that, you have to connect to the proper port of the computer.
මේ අද මේ train කියන එකේ සර් මොනවද මේ past tense එක මොකද්ද?
Alright. So right, when you're talking about the next one is here is the port one. What port? What is this port? This is Puta VGA port. VGA port is what? Video graphic adapter. So this is using for what? What is
For
the
VGA type monitors.
VGA connection.
Yeah, VGA connection. That means we are connecting our monitors cable, data cable, and connect onto this port. Right? From this port only the data goes to the computer to see the graphics. No. So all the video outputs are from here. It goes to computer. Right? Through the VGA connection. Right? Okay. Next one is here you can see this is also known as what? huh? DVI, right? DVI port. DVI port කියලා කියන්නේත් පුතා අර වගේම VGA port එක වගේම එකක් තමයි. Right? So with
Connect
that
monitors, right?
පුතා?
To connect the monitors, right?
Yes, very good. To connect the monitors, same as the function done by the VGA, it is also done by as it is, right? So it is also used to connect the monitors, right? Then there are so many, sometimes normally here we get 2 USB ports, but normally you may get 4 USB ports in a computer, right? But if you want to get more than 4 USB port, then you have to make a extension cord is there, USB extension. You can connect that and you can have more connections on that. Then the other one is here. You can just I show you here. This is called RJ45. So that means we are connecting the cable to here. For that network cable connected means we can communicate with the in this network, right? So that is called network port, or we can call RJ45 port, correct? And the other one is the jacks. So here is the sound jacks. So these are sound jacks. It also has the standard color, so you have to use those standard colors also, right? By using all those things, we can connect to the computer system with the other devices. Now if something happened to this port or the devices ports, then there will be a problem. So by looking at them and find out the problem and solving the problem is called what? Hardware troubleshooting. Hardware troubleshooting. Can you understand what is hardware troubleshooting? Yes or no? මොනවද පුතේ hardware troubleshooting කියන්නේ? තාම අදහසක් ආවේ නැද්ද? කියපේක තේරුන්නේ නැද්ද ඔන්න? හරි පොඩි මාතෘකාවක් ලියාගත්ත නේද ඔයගොල්ලෝ trouble shooting කියලා ඒක ඇත්තට ලියා ගන්න. ඒක ඇත්තට වෙන මෙතනදී ලියා ගන්න. Troubleshooting means understanding the problem and solving problem. If it is hardware problem, if it is hardware problem, first of all we must understand the if it is hardware problem, right? චමිත මට පොඩ්ඩක් ආයෙ කියවන්නේ වාක්‍ය.
Troubleshooting means understanding the problem and solving. If it is hardware problem, first of all you must understand the hardware components. Right? So we have to understand the hardware, right? Okay. Then you will have here those hardwares are available here, right?
just go through and find and let me know whether is there anything that you understand, don't understand, any parts of the computer. Let me know if you have any questions. Oh, puta, nothing.
සර් මේ පෝට්ස් ටික අපිට මේ කියන්නේ ඒව තියෙන්නේ සිස්ටම් යුනිට් එක ඇතුළේනේ.
මොකද්ද?
මේ දැන් මේ PS2 VGA DVI තියෙන සිස්ටම් යුනිට් එක ඇතුළේනේ.
Oh,
එතකොට HDMI USB ඒ වගේව මේ සිස්ටම් යුනිට් එක ඇතුළේ නෙමෙයි තියෙන්නේ.
නෑ ඒවා සිස්ටම් එකට ඇතුළේ තමයි කනෙක්ට් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි ඒක අවුට්සයිඩ් වලට පෝට් එක පෙන්නනවා. ඇතුලෙන් අරගන්න පුළුවන් අපිට කනෙක්ෂන් එක ඇතුලේ කේබල් එක ඇතුලෙන් ගන්නෙ. නමුත් අර ඒකේ පෝට් එක අපිට එළියට පෙන්නුම් කරනවා. ඒකේ පෝට් එක අවුට්පුට් අපි දැන් කනෙක්ට් කරලා දාලා තියෙන පුතේ. ඒක එළියට සෙට් වෙන්න තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි අනිත් ඔක්කොම ඇතුලේ සෙට් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. හරිද?
හරි සර්.
right. දැන් මේ අපේ පොතේ විදිහට තියෙන අනුමාත්‍රිකා trouble shooting hardware problems කියලා. අන්නේ මාතෘකාව ලියලා ඒ ඉස්සරහින් තියෙන ඩොට්ස් ටික ලියා ගන්න වෙන්නේ මෙතන.
done sir. Done, sir.
හරිද? ඉවරයිද?
ඉවරයි සර්.
දැන් ඔතන තියෙන්නේ trouble shooting hardware problem කියලා නේ. ඒකෙදි hardware problem එක trouble shoot කරන්න hardware problem එකක් තියෙන්න එපා නේද? මොකද්ද බලන්න problem එක? The computer does not function properly. computer හරියට වැඩ කරන්නේ නැතුව ගියාම අපිට අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා මේ trouble shooting කරන්න. The keyboard does not work. The keyboard is not working. The mouse does not work. mouse එක හරියට වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙනම් trouble shooting. Right? The main the monitor does not empty. monitor එක හිස් තියන්න හොඳ නැහැ. Right? මෙන්න මේ ආකාරයේ නීති පද්ධතියක් තමයි අපි කියන්නේ මොනවා කියලා trouble shooting කියලා. ඒක overcome කරන්න තමයි trouble shooting කරන්නේ.
ඕනෑම devices එක කාලයක් පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඕන් කරන්න නම් පැත්තක තියලා තිබ්බම ඒව කැඩෙනවා.
එහෙම තමයි. ඒකේ හැටියට motherboard එකේ හැට. හරිද? ක්ලියර් නේද පුතේ? එතකොට එතන තියෙනවා
සර් අපි trouble shooting කරන්න වෙනවද malicious software වලටත්?
ඔව් ඒක අපි පුතා ඒක ගන්නේ software පාඩමේටනේ. දැන් අපි කියවනේ trouble shooting දෙකක් තියෙනවා hardware සහ අනිත් එක software කියලා.
එහෙනම් සර් malicious software hardware වලටත්
නෑ නෑ malicious software hardware software ඒ කියන්නේ software trouble shooting වල. software trouble shooting වල. හරි පුතේ. එතකොට ඇයි පුතා එහෙම හැව්වේ මේ ඒකට මොකක් හරි විශේෂ හේතුවක් තිබුණාද එහෙම අහන්න?
නැහැ සර් මට 7 වසර පොතේ තිබ්බා වගේ මතකයි මැලිෂියස් software ආවම ඒක hardware වලටත් ඉෆෙක්ට් වෙනවා වගේ.
නෑ මෙහෙමයි. malicious software කියන එක hardware එකක් නෙමෙයි පුතා. ඒක එන්නේ ඒක trouble shooting කරනවා අපි. ඒක එන්නේ software ගණයටයි. හරි? හැබැයි අපිට firewall කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. firewall එකේ කොටස් දෙකක් තියෙනවා. hardware firewall setting software firewall setting කියලා දෙකක් තියෙනවා. ඔය ඒක හිතාගෙන කිව්වොත් දන්නේ නැහැ හැබැයි. right? එතකොට කෙසේ වෙතත් ඔය ආව ප්‍රශ්න උත්තරේ නම් අපිට ඒක hardware ගණයට නෙමෙයි ඒක අයිති වෙන්නේ software ගණයකට හේතුව මොකද ඒක software ගත්තා මෙතන තියෙන්නේ. ඒක නිසා right? හැබැයි ඒකෙත් software ගණයට ගත්තොත් ඒකෙත් අයිති වෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ application ගණයට තමයි ඒක අයිති වෙන්නේ. හරි හොඳයි. එතකොට එතකොට මොනිටර් වැඩ කරන්නේ නැත්නම් ස්පීකර් එක වැඩ කරන්නේ නැත්නම් මවුස් එක වැඩ කරන්නේ නැත්නම් මොනිටර් එක වැඩ කරන්නේ නැත්නම් නේද? ඔන්න ඕවා තමයි hardware trouble shooting කියලා කියන්නේ. අන්න අපි ඒවා තමයි හදන්න පුරුදු වෙන්න ඕනේ. හිතපු ගමන් හිතනකො ඔයා කිසි ලස්සන ඩිසයින් කරලා මොකක් හරි ඔයා print command එක දානවා. print command එක දැම්මම print වෙන්නේ නැහැ. right print වෙන්නේ. අන්න එහෙනම් මොකද්ද එතකොට ඒක hardware trouble shooting. බලන්න ඇයි print වෙන්නේ නැත්තේ? අපි බලන්න. ඒතකොට උදාහරණයක් වශයෙන් sometimes you have not plugged it but not switched on. Sometimes we have switched on and plugged it, but there is no paper inside the machine, right? And sometimes we are selecting a different name of the paper printing software, not the correct printing software we are using. So we have to select the correct printer name of the printer, right? So those are the troubleshootings. Why it is not working? So one by one we have to study. We have one by one to study from the time that we are giving the command until the command is over. So we have to just go through back what happened, right? First of all, we have to check whether power has given. If the power is given, whether it is connect properly, right? There are many things that we have to follow up. So to know that one only we are studying here software troubleshooting and hardware troubleshooting, right? Understand? එහෙනම් අපිට අපේ යම් කිසි දෙයක් හાર્ඩ්වෙයාර් වැඩ කරන්න නැතුව ගියාම මේ වැඩ කරන්නේදී හાર્ඩ් එක අපි හાર્ඩ්වෙයාර් එක කොහොමද ඇක්ටිව් කරගන්නේ පණ ගන්න ඕනේ කියන එක තමයි අපි කියන්නේ මොනවා කියලාද hardware troubleshooting කියලා කියන්නේ. So hardware troubleshooting means any hardware which is not working, so we have to find out what is the error, what is the mistakes and how we are going to overcome the mistakes. So that is what we call hardware troubleshooting. Are you okay? Can you understand that one?
Yes sir, thank you sir.
Right, now there are a few things, a few examples are given here as an example, right? If there is a troubleshooting means problem. So if what is the problem? First of all we have to understand the problem, then only we are going to give the solution. First we have to understand the problem, then only we are going to give the problem. Here there is a one problem, it says as example, right? In page number 18, right? Page number 18 එක තියෙනවා ප්‍රශ්නයක්. Example 1, solution 1. Examine whether the cables connecting to computer did the main supply electricity are well connected. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? අපි අපේ දෙන මැෂින් එකට නිවැරදිව කරන්ට් එක දෙනවද කියලා චෙක් කරන්න ඕනේ. right? නිවැරදි කරන්ට් එකක් තියෙන සමානට කරන්ට් එක low. එහෙමත් බෑනේ. අපි කියන dim කියලා කියන්නේ. So if the power is dim, then that device is not working. So what we have to do is you have to connect properly and you have to give the proper voltage. You have to give the proper voltage for that, right? So that is what we call first example, right? As a first example පළවෙනි උදාහරණයට තමයි මොකක්ද දෙන්නේ right එක. ඒතකොට අපි එහෙම දෙයක් වුණා නම් අපි මොකද කරන්නේ? පළවෙනිම අපි යම්කිසි hard එකක් වැඩ කරන්නේ නැත්නම් we are going to check that now. Before we go to check, what we have to do is first of all we have to plug out from the wall socket, right? Wall plug out socket, right? ඒ wall එකේ තියෙන socket එක ගලවලා ඉන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලාම අපි ඒ වැඩ කරගෙන යන්න. That is the first step that we have to follow, right? And then there is a connection between monitor and the other devices. We have to remove them. Then we have to open the system unit. So you have to remove the cover or the lid of the system unit, and we have to open it, and we have to find out what is the error has happened in the computer, right? So this is what we call here. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. අපි එහෙනම් ඒ පළවෙනි උදාහරණේ ස්ටෙප් එක ලියා ගන්න බලන්න ප්‍රශ්නෙත් එක්ක උදාහරණ. ඒක පළවෙනි විතර ලියා ගන්නකො.
Sir, solution එකක් ලියා ගන්න ඕනද? Excuse me, sir.
ඔව් පුතා ප්‍රශ්නේ සොලියුෂන් එකේ ස්ටෙප් එක ලියා ගන්න 1 2 3 දාලා. In short form is okay, right?
Sir, sir, excuse me, sir.
කියන්න පුතේ.
Sir, මේ මොකද්ද ප්‍රශ්නේ මට තේරුන්නේ නැහැ හරියට.
අනේ ලියන්න කොහොමද තේරෙන්නේ? ගහනවා වගේ යන්නේ. මං කිව්වේ පළවෙනි ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙනවනේ පුතේ. solution number 1 කියලා තියෙන්නේ. අන්නේ ප්‍රශ්නය කියවලා ඒ solution එක ලියන්න number 1 එක. තේරුණාද පුතේ?
නෑ sir.
දැන් පළවෙනි ප්‍රශ්නේ මොකද්ද පුතේ? problem 1 එක කියන්න බලන්න. The computer does not function when the power button is pressed. අපේ කම්පියුටර් එකේ බටන් එක power button එක ඔප්පුවාම ස්විච් එක ඔප්පුවම වැඩ අපේ මැෂින් එක on වෙන්නේ නැහැ. අන්න ප්‍රශ්නයක්. right? ඒක අපි කොහොමද trouble shooting කරන්නේ? ඒක තමයි මේ solution 1 එකේ දීලා තියෙන step එක. clear ද?
හරි sir.
right. මම අහන්නේ ප්‍රශ්නේ අර ඒකට දාන solution එකයි ලියන්න කියලා කියන්නේ.
Done, sir.
Finish or not yet?
So do we have to do solution 2 too?
No, we will discuss that. Then we will write down later on.
Okay, sir.
Right. So now when you are doing anything in the computer, you know we are going to start the computer, right? When you are going to start the computer, so you have to switch on the computer. So once you switch on the computer, your computer is not working. Then what is the precautions? What is the troubleshooting that you are going to do, Pamudita? Pamudita, now you are going to switch on your computer. It's not switch on, right? Then what you have to do? Mm, right, Sadaru? What you will do?
Uh, Firstly, I will unplug the power supply and then I will be uh, examining the power cables are connecting properly. If they are not, I will connect them properly. Then I will start the computer.
Okay, right, good. What about Samitu? What do you will do?
I will first check the main power supply and if it's properly connected. And if it is properly connected, I will check the uh, cables which are connected from the UPS to system unit to monitor. And if they are properly connected, I will switch off the UPS, turn it on, and turn on the computer and see whether it works.
Yes, I think before all that, what we have to do is uh, we have to check whether the power is available or not. No, even though you are checking your connection properly done or not, but all of them we have to do the whether the power is available at the moment or not. So you have to check it by switching on your the room light whether the power is available, right? If the power is available, then there is a problem with our computer itself. Then what we have to do, we have to remove the main cable. We have to remove the main cable and we are just checking what happened. Why we have to remove the main cable? Because it has power. Something, if there is any leakage and all, so you will be shocked. So you will have to remove. And then whether we are checking whether, as Chambudu said, whether it is connection done properly or the cables are okay. If the cable is cut by a rat or whatever it is, no. Sometimes the cable have been cut by some animals, no. But yesterday evening we were using very good properly that cable, but today morning it is cut when you switch on, but it's not power comes. So while looking at the cable, so it has realized that some rabbit or rat or whatever whoever it is cut it, no. So we'll have to check it there. So by plugging the to the wall, by plugging the power supply, are we going to check the cable? Is it okay?
Or you could
No,
get
because
electric panel.
so first of all you have to plug out. Otherwise, if you are checking with the cable by plugging it, if that cable is broken on the way, so you will be getting power shocked. No. So first of all, what you have to do is unplug it, because your safety is the first. Safety is the first. Therefore, we have to unplug it and see what happened to that switch. And the other one thing is, everything is okay. Power is there, connection is properly done, UPS also on, and nothing will happen. But still switch is not on. So what could be the reason? What could be the reason?
Sorry, sir, I couldn't understand what you told.
පමුදිත ආගන්නද ඉන්නේ?
ඔව් සර්.
මම අර ප්‍රශ්න උත්තර දෙන්න ආගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ. ඒතර පුතා අන්න මේකයි. දැන් you checked the power connection, it's okay. You check the whether power is available. Yes, power is available, power connection is okay. You plug to the wall plug, so it is also plugged properly, and it has cables coming to the computer also properly done. So still your switch on, it's not working, it's not on. So what could be the reason? What could be the reason?
That there is an error in your computer system.
Huh?
There is an error in your computer system.
What could be the error? That's what I'm asking. What could be the error?
We have to check whether there is electricity.
No, I said no. Electricity is there, right? So the cables are connected properly. UPS also working very nicely. Nothing will happen. Then what is the reason?
The system unit is off.
Huh?
The system unit is off.
System unit is on.
Off.
Yeah, it's off. Why the switch? When I'm switching on it, it's not on. The power is not coming. What could be the reason? Oh, Sandaru? So why you are keeping quiet? Just talk. Pamudita? Why? What happened? It's simple, no? When you switch on it, it's not working, means something wrong with the switch. Something wrong with the switch, no? Switch is broken. So that can happen. So if that's so, what we have to do? Then we have to check whether switch is on or not. We have to give the direct connection to the computer system. Then if this is working, right, that means the switch is broken. No, direct connection is given means there is no switch is going without going through the switch. So if computer is on, that means something wrong with the what? With the switch, no, power switch, right? That also can happen, right? Right, okay. අපි එහෙනම් බලමු ඊළඟට දෙවෙනි ප්‍රශ්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා. Right? Right, problem 1, solution 2 is there. Okay, God bless you. Hit anyone either? Right. Then we'll move to the problem 2. Right? Devini Prashna Balam. Devini Prashna problem 2. The keyboard or the mouse does not function. The keyboard or the mouse does not function. Keyboard එකත් mouse එකත් වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ. හොඳයි. So that is the question. So that's what we are going to troubleshoot. Now let me know what you are going to do. Yes, Sandru. What could be the problem and what could be the solution? So problem is keyboard and mouse is not working. What could be the solution? Troubleshooting. Keyboard එකයි mouse එකයි වැඩ කරන්නේ නෑලු සාපමුදිත. මොකද්ද අපි එකට දාන උත්තරේ? ඒකට හේතුව මොකද්ද?
The mouse or the keyboard say keyboard එකයි mouse එකයි computer එකට හරියට connect වෙලා නැහැ.
Okay, not connected properly. Okay, so you okay, right? That is one question, one problem. So we can make it connected each together, right? So that's okay. The other thing is keyboard and mouse, they have plugged it in wrong way, right? So that is another reason, right? Sometimes that that what you call keyboard or mouse, the cables are broken, right? But physically okay, internally it is broken, right? And sometimes the keyboard mouse drivers are there in the computer, so drivers are not properly fixed, I mean not recognized by the computer system, right? ඒක ඇතුලේ computer system එක recognize කරගෙන නැහැ. අන්න ඒ වගේ issues තමයි මේකට හේතු වෙලා තියෙන්නේ නේද? right? හොඳයි එහෙනම් පුතා අපි ඔය දෙවෙනි එකේ ඉඳලා ඊළඟ දවසට කතා කරගෙන යමු නේද? දෙවෙනි ප්‍රශ්නේ ඉඳලා අපි ඔක කරගෙන කතා කරගෙන අපි ලියාගෙන යමු දෙවෙනි ප්‍රශ්නේ ඉඳලා. එතන එනකම් කොහොමද තේරුණාද? පාමුදිත?
ඔව් සර්.
තේරුණා. right. සඳරු මොකද කියන්නේ? පැහැදිලිද? මොනවාද issues තියෙනවද අහන්න? නෑ. right. එතකොට අපි second question එකේ ඉඳලා කියන්නේ දෙවෙනි problem එකේ ඉඳලා අපි ඊළඟ දවසේ පුතා troubleshooting කරමු, right? Okay, කවුද චමුතු අපි from the second question onwards next week we will troubleshoot it, right?
Okay, sir.
Any other questions to ask? No questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So God bless you then. We will start next time as usual, right? God bless you everybody.
God bless you, sir.
I go on, sir. Thank you, sir. God bless you.